Hey y'all, this is Sonia, and this is my first episode on my channel, Sweet Tea with Sonia, where we're going to be learning how to do stuff on a budget and all sorts of stuff, recipes, southern cooking. But today, for the first episode, we're going to be talking about how to install subway tile. And this is my first video and my first attempt at installing backsplashes. I do a lot of stuff on my own. It's all about saving money because I'm on a budget and I'm by myself now. Kids are grown in school or have grown up. So I got halfway done because I wanted to show y'all what it was looking like, and we'll continue. But to start, we'll talk about what I got. So I went down to Home Depot. And I didn't even know what I would need to do this job. I just know I wanted to do it. So there was a guy there who installed tile for a living. I asked him what I would need, and this is what I ended up with. I got these sheets of ceramic tile, like this. And you can cut them like they're mesh in between. And this is the name of it. Doll tile, ceramic mosaic tile in the white. And there's other options, but this is the one I went with. But that was the tile. And I'll tell you what else I got. Y'all make you a list. I'll tell you what else. It all came from Home Depot. But what I did, this is this corner. I used this, where's that box? Y'all bear with me because this is my first video as well. So, it'll be worth it though, because I'm not going to skip any parts that are a pain in the butt. You're going to get the real deal, what it takes to do this from a total amateur. So, I got this 14-inch tile cutter's anvil. It's a pain, but it'll do the job because you really don't need to do a whole lot of cuts in this tile. So I use that, and let me find the sheet. You sort of hold it up like this on your wall, and you mark where you want it. You can cut this piece off and put it down below if you need to. But anyway, when we get to the other end, I'll show you that. So this is what I did. On those cracks on the end, I'm going to take white caulk and fill in those cracks. And the same with these up here. And this was a pain. But I'm going to caulk along there as well. But anyway, on your covers, at first I had these little metal pieces stuck underneath. You don't want to do that. So unscrew it. My screws are here somewhere. Unscrew these screws from there and there. Pull them tabs out and lay them on top of your tile. Like with this one over here, I'll just put a little piece underneath to hold it. But you don't want to cover up these holes because that's where your screws go. Right there. Yeah. Unplug that. And right there. So you want those tiles. This is how it's going to look. Like that right there. And you won't have to screw through your tiles if you don't cover up these holes right there. So there you go. There we go. So the next thing I got was some tile adhesive. Now I watched this pro on another channel insist that you buy the $60 expensive stuff because it holds better. Untrue. I'm going to call these guys out. They're making money on sponsorships, and it's not true. This stuff holds just fine, and it was only $14.96 plus tax at Home Depot. You don't need a trowel. This is what I've been using. Costs $1 or something at the dollar store to spread your tile adhesive. And then where's my floater? This here thing's called a floater. It's about $4.98. This whole job is costing me about $160 to do it all, with all the materials and the tile and everything. So, and this job would probably cost $1,500 to have a professional do it. But we're going to do it cheap because that's what this channel is all about, is being independent. So that's the floater, and what I use that to do is press the towel into the adhesive, or what I call mud. And you also use this once you are ready to grout. You need to give this 24 hours to dry before you grout. So when you get to that point, this is what I chose. It's a white grout. They've got different colors. And you use this float to spread it on. And then you use this sponge. It was $2.97 plus tax to wipe it down, which you don't have to have this, but hey, why not? It's not that expensive. And then get a pair of scissors. The reason you're going to need scissors is when you cut pieces out, this mesh right here, I'll show you how we're going to cut the pieces. You can cut it apart like that to fit in the holes. So, I think that's all. I went over all the materials, showed y'all where I'm at. Now, we're at this real funky place right here where you don't want to waste a lot of towels. So what I've figured out with trial and error is to just cut little pieces out and cut them to size when you run into those places. Like at these windows, that's what I did. Cut little pieces out with that cutter, and I'll show you how to use it in a minute. But I bumped this right up next to the windowsill, and I'm going to frame it, bring the wood out to the end, and frame this window out like I did here. I've got work to do on that, but hey. So, let me see, where are the pieces I cut for that little hole right there? So this is what I did. You can use whole sheets in most places. But when you get up to these funky places, you're going to have to get creative. This is what I did. I tried a number of things off camera and cut this out so it wouldn't take so long. So this is what I did. I'll show y'all how to cut in just a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and install this right quick. Y'all be patient with me. I'm not organized right now. I've never done a video, never installed tile, so I think I'm doing pretty doggone. I'm lit, as the kids say, lit. Alright. And one day, on a video, I'll show y'all my face, but I look pretty rough. I'm still in my pajamas. I've been at this, and I don't care. I'm going to be in the house all day. It's Saturday. No worries. Alright, so there's that piece. And where's my other little piece? And then this little piece, put my adhesive on, and I just leave you some space in there for your grout. Press it on, and then I wipe that mud off of it so it doesn't look bad. Now when I get to that point up there at the top, those little tiny pieces, y'all, that I do not look forward to. This is what I did so far. But I'm going to caulk up in there. Doesn't look bad, but we'll see. Alright, so that's how I filled in that spot. So now, I think I want a long piece. We'll be on a roll once I get past this little area right here. So, I think what I'm going to do is move on down. Let me grab another piece of towel here. Grab your towel. I don't put the adhesive on the whole wall like some people do. I don't want it to dry out too much. So I just do it as I go. Do me a little space. Oops, look what I did on my stove. Okay, I'll get that in a second. And in these tight spaces, so as not to get it on the towel, I just grab a little bit with my finger. Right there. And smooth it out in these tight spots. That's just the way I roll. I don't know how y'all roll. Y'all gonna roll? But the beauty of this is if y'all can tell me in the comments how you would do it differently. And it'll help everybody else as well. But since I'm not charging y'all for this education, and I'm having to do all the mistakes and to save that from y'all, y'all can be patient with me, right? Be patient. Because I'll tell you, if you ain't patient, you don't want to even try this here. But I'll make it less of a hassle for you. Because we're not editing out any hardships or mistakes. Like when I had to pull that towel back and pull them tabs out from behind it and re-stick it on there. So y'all won't have to do that. Alright. I'll time-lapse some of this if I can figure out how to do it. But anyway, here we go. Let's just do it fast. Let's pretend we're time-lapse. Get that crap on there. Come on. Time-lapse. This is going to look like a time-lapse. I'll be going so speedy. Alright, there we go. Because there's nothing I hate more than all the talking on a video. But I'm a talker, so maybe that's why they say whatever aggravates you about other people, it's because that's what you are. And there's probably some truth to that. Let's turn this around. Now, if it don't fit right one way, flip it around. As such. Excuse me. Yes. Now we're jamming. As I used to say back in my day, I'm dating myself. A bad mama jamma. Alright, so push it into place. And don't worry, you can pull these down and space them. See, I don't even have a camera person. So, let me see if I can prop this up somewhere. There we go. So stretch it out like that and space it. Because that right there would drive me crazy. OCD. And see, I step back from it, and if it's not, I don't use towel spacers either. I use them a little bit on one area, but anyway, that's got to pull up level. There we go. See? And then once you make sure that they're pulled right, step back and look at it, and then press that joker down. That's a little too low. Alright, now, and that is not right. Y'all see what I'm doing? Can you see that? Make sure that the space looks right and the level, and it looks level up here. And then press it into your adhesive like that. So that's the easy part. Down here along the bottom is the easy part. This, whew, we'll get through it. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the sheet. See, this is where the learning comes in. These other videos just don't show you what a pain in the butt it is, but it's worth it because it's cheap. So I'm going to cut off. Let me pause it a minute until I figure this out, and I'll be back. Alright, so what I did is I cut out 3 pieces of towel because this was 2, 3 from a sheet and put there. Please excuse me. So on this one, I'm going to cut out this part. Okay, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the top using my scissors. Alright, let me see if I can prop this up. I wish I had a videographer, that would be awesome. But I do not, so we'll make do. So I'm cutting it like this, if you can see. And make sure you got some mud up there, or towel adhesive. Like that. And then press that booger on. Like that. Make sure your spacing's right between each. So it don't look like my daughter used to say, it don't look ghetto. But hey, ghetto, we're ghetto. Sometimes we just don't want to look like it. But anyway, no. That was not meant as a criticism. It was just funny what they used to say, these kids. Alright, so there we go. Now I'm going to do a whole sheet down here at the bottom like this. We're going to be doing a lot of videos with how to do things, how to make southern recipes, how to do RV. I've got this little vintage Class B RV that I do work on as well. I've learned to do that. I've learned to do a lot of stuff, but this is what we're doing today. Alright, so let's see how this sheet's gonna fit. Y'all didn't see that? I was mudding right there. Dadgummit, I forgot to show y'all, but anyway, I put the towel adhesive there. The light is not good. Let me see if there's a light on this. Huh. Oh well. But at any rate, now we're under the microwave. And I've put the mud there. Let me grab a towel. That's how it's looking. See, it's not that hard until I get to those tiny little pieces up top, but I'll manage it. I just don't think about it till I get to it. I have a certain idea of what I'm going to do, but I don't look forward to it. So, sorry about the lack of lighting, but no mud in that crack. Fix that real quick. Like that. From there. Okay. Alright. Spin it around. When it doesn't fit exactly one way, it means that you need to just spin it around, I believe. No. Hold on. Hold on loosely. Don't let go. Yeah, there you go. Y'all like my singing? Y'all want me to serenade you? Serenade. Alright. Oh boy. Alright, what do we do now? Y'all know what's up. Remember what you see wrong. That right there. Too close. That is too close, so we got to separate them. Oh, I didn't get it pressed on there tight, so it fell. But while I'm doing this, I'll serenade y'all. Busted flat in Baton Rouge. waiting for a train. I was feeling near as faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed the diesel down just before rain rode us all the way into New Orleans. I wish I had more light under there, y'all. Let me open the back door and see if that'll help. I pulled my harpoon out of my, there you go, out of my dirty red bandana. I was playing songs while Bobby sang the blues, yeah. Windshield wipers slapping Tom, I was holding Bobby's hand in mine. We sang every song that driver knew. And singing helps make the time go by too for me. So I'll hum a tune. If y'all don't like it, just turn the sound off. It won't hurt my feelings none. Alright, so let's see. Press her on. Like that. Alright, then separate it. Make sure you press it on there. And then separate it. Alright, that goes up. What goes up must come down. Unless it's your ceramic tile and you don't want to frown. Alright, so press her over. I think that looks pretty good. What do y'all think? Y'all think? Let me know. And hey, my channel is new and we're going to be doing some neat stuff. Not just how-tos, but furniture, some travel down here in South Carolina to some neat spots and back roads in Charleston. And for those who, there's a lot of folks moving to South Carolina, so that would be, there'd be a lot of information for newbies and for people who've lived here all their lives like I have. So, alright, what y'all think? That looks good. And grab your float. Press her down. So at this point, what I'm going to do, y'all got the gist. I'm going to pause this, and when I get done, or when I get down there to that light socket, or that outlet, I'll continue. I decided to come bring y'all back for this little area here. Beside the stove at the Backsplash, I cut out one section like that. Put it there. Then I'm going to see if I can find one that I've already cut, or cut one, a little one. Put it there. That's going to look tacky. Huh. I'm going to have to figure out something where that little crack is. Take a lot of caulk to cover that. Huh? Maybe I can space them a little bit. Oh, that's the beauty of this. If you like jigsaw puzzles, you're going to love this here. I'm going to have to figure out a soluciones. I don't know if that's a word or not, but it sounds like one. Oh, I'm taking that backsplash out anyway. Oh, yes. So this has got to go. Yeah. I forgot I took my granite backsplash out. I'm tired of it. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, y'all, so we're picking up. I'm picking up. I've done some work. I had done some videos, but I was playing music in the background, and it automatically deleted the sound. So, we're going to pick up. We had left with this little area where I said I was going to take out the backsplash. And I made an error, and this was a pain. This whole area, I got it done. But the reason it was a pain, to save y'all a big mistake, and I probably won't ever correct this because it would just be so much of a hassle. But basically, you see how I was level here? And when I got behind the stove, I went down a little lower so it would like cover the back with this little piece here. But as a result of that, I fell low and I ended up being off level here. But I can live with it. I mean, I learned a good lesson here if I ever do it again. But it's just smaller pieces. Nevertheless, this is what I did. I cut these smaller pieces out there and got up to the wall, and I forgot to wait to show y'all how you do that. But basically, it was a foobar because I got off level. But I made it work. And it's my first time, so just be sure you stay level on the bottom, or you're going to run into this situation. But up top, those little pieces, I just cut them with that tile cutter that I showed y'all I had. And it doesn't look too bad. Remember to pull your tabs out over. But that's what it looks like. And then I went ahead and grouted and cleaned this. Here I got those little pieces up top done. Let's see if some light will help. Like that. And you know, the grout will hide any small imperfections. And there's underneath that one. There. So, it doesn't look too bad. I can live with what I did. So, now I saved this little area down here to grout. Move that out of the way. See how organized I am, y'all? Organized. Alright. So what you do is you mix yourself some grout. And I'm going to do that right here. So, I got me a little pan. You can use a bucket, whatever you want. You don't have to, like, go all out and spend a lot of money on this, but I'm going to try to prop you up so you can see what I'm doing with this grout. Hold up. Well, I'm going to try to do it the best I can so y'all can see. So pour you some grout in there. And I don't measure it, I just figure it out about how much I'm going to need. For that one little remaining area, I'm thinking probably about that much will work. Okay, then I add some water, a little bit at the time. It's almost like making a cake, which I do that too. Start with some water and add more if you need it. And mix it together as such. Make it pasty. Make it pasty. About like that is how I get it, the right consistency, like sort of like peanut butter. Then I'm washing my spoon. Y'all know how to wash the spoon, I assume? Ha! Alright, I'm being silly. Alright, so what I did is my little thing here. That, I broke the handle off of it. That's what you get for $1 though, you know? But it still works. Alright, so you just smear the grout on, and I get up there weighing them cracks. Can y'all see? Somebody please give me a tripod. That's all I want in exchange for this knowledge, is just something to hold my tablet. That would be nifty. If anybody's out there generous. But basically, you just smear it like all in the cracks, everywhere, real good, like that. It's not hard. All right, so that's what you do. Now, what I left to be done is this little part. Once you get your grout on like that, you take this little floater and you smear it or take the excess off. Take that excess off like that, and that shoves it down in the holes good. See? Now I left this little area up here for this reason. I did that a little while ago. You gotta let it dry about 20 minutes. Then you want to take your sponge. Don't I have a mess in my kitchen? Good night. But it ain't gonna be messy later when I'm done with this job. Then you take you a damp sponge after it's dried for about 20 minutes, and you scrub that grout off. Or that, yeah. Get it off your towel, the excess. And that also smears it in better in the cracks when you do that. That's a close-up for sure. Alright. So I do this about 2 or 3 times. And then it says after, let me see what this box says. Just look at the box. It'll tell you what to do. After you do that, you wait 2 hours. And then you're supposed to take a piece of cheesecloth and remove the haze off of it. And I didn't get any cheesecloth, so I'll have to either get some or find something that'll work just as well, like an old cotton t-shirt. I'm telling y'all, half the stuff that people say you need to do a job, you can improvise. Alright. So that's what we do. Y'all get the idea. So, I'm going to finish grouting that in, and then I'm going to clean it up, and I'll come, oh, and by the way, on these cracks right here at the end, the grout fills that in just fine. Let me show you how it looks on the other end. See? I might add a little more in there, maybe some cotton. Yeah, maybe later. But, alright, so I'll be back with the finished product in just a little bit. Hold on tight. Alright, y'all, so we're back. And I put the covers back on, finished grouting. And this is the end product. Doesn't look bad. I'm not real happy about getting off level there. I really don't like it. It's going to drive me nuts, but to fix it would require to rip all this out. So y'all just remember to keep your level at the bottom, or you'll end up like this on a little slope. Alright, hope this helped y'all, and hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Hey, visit me. My next video is going to be about putting a pot. I want to turn these busy granite countertops white. And I'm going to attempt to do that with epoxy. And make the countertops white and make this whole room white. I'm going to paint the walls white. Fix that at the end. And brighten it up in here. So, y'all join me on my next video for pouring epoxy on granite. We'll see how that goes. It's a little terrifying, but I'm tired of this busy granite. I've never liked it. I've had it 17 years. So, alright, thanks a lot. Hope y'all enjoyed. Bye.